Okay, we're back on Morning Line. Look, we're live on the air. How about that? With us this morning, what we try to do is bring on various candidates running in various races. And, of course, the big election day is tomorrow. With me here now is Sheryl Guinn. She is running for General Sessions Judge in Division 3. It's nice to have you on, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. And, you know, we just have a short time here at the end of the program, but we wanted to give you a chance to talk about why you're running for the judgeship and what you think voters need to know about why you're running.
Yes, please. My name is Sheryl Guinn. I'm running for General Sessions Judge, Division 3. General Sessions is basically a filtration system for all criminal cases. A lot of people don't really know what happens in General Sessions Court. So it's a filtration system for all criminal cases, meaning that usually if a person is first arrested, that's the first place that their case would go. And then they also hear civil cases where the damages are less than $25,000. So
it's the people's court.
It's the people's court. It is. It absolutely is. Now, unfortunately, on the criminal side, a lot of people are between the ages of 18 and 25 that come through that court. And so my platform has been rehabilitation before incarceration. And that's because when people are that young, you have to at least give them an opportunity, especially for nonviolent offenses, to give them an opportunity to take advantage of the resources that are already here in Nashville, such as whether it's Centerstone, Mental Health Co-op, whether it's Park Center East, that have all of these, a huge number of resources that are available for people to be able to change their life and their circumstances so that they're not continuing to be involved in the system. The goal is that hopefully once their issues are addressed, then they're able to be out and be more productive citizens. Now, of course, that doesn't work for everyone, but the big focus is especially for nonviolent offenders.
Tell us a little bit just about your background. You're an attorney?
Yes, I am. I'm an attorney here in Nashville. I've been practicing for 11 years, criminal defense and family law. Yes, and so that's really how I learned about what services are actually available for people. It's a lot through the family law practice with dependent and neglect cases, being guardian ad litem for children, which means that a parent, for whatever reason, is unable to take care of their children, and so they may need resources, whether it's for mental health treatment, whether it's for drug treatment, whether they need housing, or whether they may need employment opportunities or just time to get on their feet, then yes, definitely we are able to help with those issues as well.
I guess you heard our guest just before us talking about some of the issues the city faces, the violence on the street, juvenile crime, those types of things. I assume those are a lot high on your list of priorities on what you would address if you were on the bench. Most
definitely, because a lot of those people that are still coming through General Sessions Court on the criminal side, they've been through juvenile court. And so we're still addressing some of those issues. I understand that at the time a person turns 18, they are an adult. But when you're 18, a lot of times you're still living at home. You're still living, or you may even be living in the circumstances that you were still living in when you may have gone through juvenile court, and issues still may not have been addressed. Hopefully, as you're maturing, you're seeing the need for those issues to be addressed, and hopefully that opportunity, once it becomes available to you, you'll be able to take advantage of it, and that's the goal.
You know, you're so right. A lot of people maybe don't know exactly what General Sessions does. People don't know that because if you're lucky, you're not in court, right?
That's very true.
But really, if there's an issue that comes up for most of them, whether it's civil or criminal in General Sessions, your court's going to be the first one they go to, is it not?
Exactly.
So is part of it educating the public about the judicial system? I mean, we do MorningLine here, and we do gavel-to-gavel coverages and things like this. We think that helps. But nothing teaches you like actually seeing it in person.
It makes a huge difference once you see it in person. And even before people get to me, once they come to General Sessions Court, they're coming in contact with the judge's staff. So that makes a huge impression on what's happening and how that day can go. Because remember, when people are coming to court, a lot of times these are people who are embarrassed by what they've done. They're feeling remorseful. They've had to get kids from place to place and then still come, and then they're concerned and nervous and scared about what may be happening because their freedom can be definitely be taken away. And so they're concerned about what's going to happen coming in. And so when that staff is there and they're able to at least get them in the door, ease them through the process and let them know that, that look, let's just get through today. Let's make sure that you're listening to your attorney, or if you need one appointed for you, that one is going to be there. Let's introduce you to those people so that everybody understands who they need to be in contact with, and so that things are able to move smoothly and quickly. And then hopefully that will make them more open to wanting to change those circumstances. Because sometimes if they're feeling too berated when they come to court, then they just feel like they need to shrink into a shell and just hide and just run out of there as fast as they can.
It's a little intimidating.
It is. It can be intimidating. And I think that's the goal. Is that at this point, unfortunately, the crime has been, whatever has been done is done at that time. And so that at that time, what we're trying to do is to create a solution for whatever the problem is. So whether that, and sometimes the only option may be incarceration, but if it's a nonviolent offense and we are able to work with that person, we want to at least try to make this a little bit of a better option.
You would be a good judge who believes in second chances and looking at you know, what folks are going through. So we only have like a couple minutes left, but I mean, you obviously have been on the other side of it as an attorney, going before judges for much of your career.
Yes.
So how would you best, in just the remaining couple minutes here, describe what kind of judge you would be and why you decided to run?
Well, I am definitely compassionate, but I am not gullible.
Okay,
so
you're not going to be weak.
No, not at all. I mean, these are things, when I'm saying this because I feel like we need an option, but that option is not available for everyone. And so when we have violent crimes and things like that are coming before the court, those things have to be taken very seriously. The victim has to be comforted, the victim has to be listened to and explain the process so that they understand what's going on. And then also the attorney has to have an opportunity to advocate for that client as well. So we're doing a delicate balance between everyone in that courtroom, making sure that it's respectful and that we're actually able to get to the business at hand in court. So yes, although I am being compassionate, I am not gullible. Some things are not able, some people have to be away from us and we have to take that seriously, and employing the law is definitely the first thing on the list.
So, yeah, it sounds to me like you want to be the type of judge you would like to have made arguments before.
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Someone who will listen and then make a fair judgment on this. I will say this, whatever the case, people need to get out and vote. Do they not?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, get
out and vote. Election day is tomorrow, May 1st. Elections, the starting time is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Please come to any of your voting locations. You can even go to the Election Commission website, put your address in, and it can tell you where to go vote. It'll give you the address and everything. It'll even give you directions to get there. Please make sure you cast your vote on tomorrow.
Sheryl Guinn, running for General Sessions Division III Judge. It's a pleasure meeting you, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Best of luck on that, and we'll see you down the line. I'm sure this isn't the last we'll see of you, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming on. Listen, we're going to say goodbye, folks. Tomorrow, back, same time, same place, our friends from Social Security. Then, the day after, John Harris with the Tennessee Firearms Association, continue our conversation about guns. And as she just said, she's exactly right. However you're going to vote, get out and do it tomorrow. If you haven't already voted, so many important issues to many of us who live in this area. So vote tomorrow, Election Day. And of course, stay tuned for all of our coverage here on News Channel 5. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.